Adventure Squadcast.
Here it comes, here it comes, here it
comes. Welcome to the Adventure Squadcast. Hey, you know what it is. That was better. Episode 43. 43. Episode 43. But first thing, conclusion I've come to on the pyramids. I lost it. What the fuck was I gonna say?
This is what I've come to on the pyramids. They were there before the Egyptians.
Right. What I was gonna say was I think that we were much bigger once before. We were fucking giants, and we could move things that were of much heavier stature.
Even if we were giants, though, I don't think we'd just be lifting shit like that.
No, not one person, though. But I think just over time we've gotten smaller and less.
I would completely agree that we were at one point like some advanced ass civilization and got all fucked up and stuff.
Oh yeah, have you guys heard of
because the relics are there?
Graham Hancock?
Yeah. Oh yeah, he's been on Joe Rogan like 10 times.
Yeah, that's where I've seen him, and he has a theory that the Ice Age was started because an asteroid hit 13,000 years ago and reset the whole Earth, and that's what made us start back from scratch, basically. So it kind of makes sense, and there's all kinds of proof. There's like nuclear glass if you dig deep enough, and there's all kinds of rules that archaeologists aren't allowed to dig a certain level. And if you go down below that, you can find remains of human history from like hundreds of thousands of years ago.
That's crazy. Let's think about Antarctica. Like, who knows what's under that shit? And like, it's a huge landmass. Like, fucking, or potentially a huge landmass. I don't know if there is actually land under it or if it's just ice. But it's like, what if that meteor, what if it was a huge landmass and it's just because of the weather change, it's been covered up by then, and that could have been where our main shit was.
And now all the
what you're talking about is Atlantis, because that used to be Atlantis, and when the comet hit, it rotated the whole Earth and put Atlantis at the bottom, and it froze. That's his theory.
Yeah, makes sense.
Makes sense, yeah. When the motherfucker
if an asteroid hit this bitch, that's enough to tilt it.
To cause it to go the temperature way low, and now it's starting to go back up.
And it would cause massive sheets of ice.
Stay woke, guys.
Glaciers. Yeah, stay woke.
So all we gotta
the world's
do
ever-changing place.
Is get a smaller asteroid, hit that somewhere, toss up a little debris, and cool ourselves off.
Hell yeah, where we gonna hide, though?
Hide?
What we gonna survive?
Gotta control it.
We got a bitch among us, bro.
How we gonna control this?
We don't knock ourselves back into the ice age. We just knock ourselves back down a few tempies.
Yeah.
Oh, so you're saying throw something at the world that's gonna bring in some cool
really
air.
All they'd have to do is set off some non-radioactive nukes in specific spots or something along those lines, and that would send a bunch of debris up into the atmosphere.
Is that like a non-radioactive?
Sure,
a
fucking.
Bomb,
I think that's what the Moab is. Isn't that what a Moab is? Mother of all bombs.
I don't know if it's a non-nuclear.
Right, but that's what I was about to say.
How old
at what point does the bomb turn into so big that it becomes nuclear? Like, could you make a bomb that big without it being nuclear?
I don't think so.
Utah. I think that's a fucking city, bruh.
I think a nuke is that's the strongest thing we can fuck with at the moment. I feel like. I mean, they got lasers. Look and shit up.
Now. What's the biggest bomb?
My stepdad told me that in the 90s they had semi trucks that could harness electricity so much that they could use weaponized lightning.
Yo, that's crazy. Well, if they got HARP and shit, I wouldn't be shocked by any of that. They probably got any number of satellites in the air right now that could do some devastating ass doomsday attack. One of those satellites is probably the devastating doomsday attack. They could just send that bitch back to Earth or something. You know what I'm saying? And fuck shit up.
Well, it says here that there is a large yield bomb. It doesn't say nothing about nuclear. So boom, there you go. Similar weapons. The father of all bombs. Oh my God. You ever heard of a thermobaric weapon, Sean?
Thermobaric weapon?
Yeah. Tell them what that is. Break it down to them.
All right, thermobaric weapon. Nickname. Goddamn, it's a thermobaric weapon, aerosol bomb, or vacuum bomb is a type of explosion that uses oxygen from the surrounding air to generate a high temperature explosion. In the practice, The blast wave typically produced by such a weapon is a significantly longer duration than produced by a conventional condensed explosive. The fuel-air explosive is one of the best-known types of thermobaric weapons. It's fuel-air.
Sean
not
was
nuclear.
raising his hand like a motherfucker in school to read.
I was just wondering when you were reading that. I was like, in school I would never read that, but
I used to like. I was the kid who would like want to read and then do it fast as fuck.
Yeah.
And then he'd be like, you
Just
gotta
get it out
slow
of
it
the
down.
way.
What you doing?
I would count like if they were taking turns like going down the rows and shit. I'd be like, okay, I'm gonna read this part, and I would just read that fucking part. Go ahead and read it like 10 times, and then when it came out, I would just same thing, just vomit it out.
You remember when certain kids got picked? You're like, here we go.
Today, Junior. No. Oh man.
No, I never
Sad
did
times.
that. I didn't do
No.
that.
No, I was one of those kids. I couldn't read. But thanks to Hooked on Phonics.
What happened to Hooked on Phonics? They changed its name to Duolingo.
Did you know ABC Kids changed its name to Cocomelon?
Nuh-uh.
Yeah, I heard that today.
Oh, see, I didn't even know what Cocomelon was.
Who was it?
ABC Kids changed their name to Cocomelon is what I heard today.
Yeah.
But Cocomelon is just,
I thought that was a TV show.
it's just a baby's TV show where it's just like sing like songs,
Yeah,
real basic songs
I
with like
assumed something like
cheesy
that.
ass videos and shit.
Huh,
But yeah, but it's a hit. It's always number one on Netflix, like constantly on Netflix Kids.
Damn.
Number one every single day because you just go to it, you press play, you let it play all fucking day long. Your kids love it.
Yeah.
You go the next day, you just do it again, and this is like background shit for kids. Thankfully, we're past that stage right now.
I don't know. I kind of enjoyed that stage when Pierce was
where
watching
you just-
SpongeBob and shit. I
Oh
like
yeah, well she still watches like Peppa Pig and shit like that, and Mickey and all that shit. But it's not like baby music videos.
Mickey
constantly.
Mouse
I
Clubhouse
got
will
this Paw
forever
Patrol
be.
DVD that like he
ingrained.
liked a whole lot and shit, and I'm holding on to that.
You gonna turn him into a necklace?
Yeah.
Put it in a shadow box and put it on the wall or something.
Oh, that would be sick.
Yeah, I've been thinking about
Yeah,
making a
that-
time capsule with the kids.
Oh yeah,
And,
that'd be
maybe
tight.
not
That'd be
buried
cool
or
as
anything,
fuck.
but
Let's all
just,
do
like
it.
putting it up somewhere.
Let's do a Squadcast thing.
We should do that.
True.
We could just have our
should
families
do
involved in it. That'd be tight.
Yeah.
That'd be badass.
Yeah.
Do that.
Yeah, the perfect place to do it.
Yeah, we got a time capsule on YouTube. Motherfuckers can go back and look at it anytime
Yeah.
you want to. 42 other episodes.
No, we could set the release for like 10 years from now, the video.
Oh, shit. That would be.
You really? I don't know
sick
how
as
far
fuck.
you can schedule it out, but I wonder if people have done that.
That'd be sick.
Yeah, that'd be super sick. Just to like, boom, 10, like we forget about it completely, and then one day we hop on YouTube and it's just
There, our
our
phone
shit
pings,
posted.
our
Our phone,
Vendors
yeah.
podcast post.
like what?
Episode 43.
What? The lost episode?
Could it be?
We never thought we'd see.
The long
That would be
lost
tight.
43.
SpongeBob old episodes. I remember that shit.
Bro,
Just
SpongeBob
secret episodes.
Shit.
SpongeBob bops. I can still
Yeah.
remember the first day
Yeah.
I discovered SpongeBob. It was a snow day. Me and Mom was building snowmen and shit, and I kept coming in, but like in and out, like to
Yeah.
watch that to
Yeah.
warm up.
Mom
and
was
shit.
like, stop going in and out. Choose
Damn, I ain't heard that in a while.
yeah.
one.
In or out?
Yeah.
Oh, we be telling the kids.
Yeah.
Once they hit the door like 4 or 5 times, within 2 minutes, it's like, hey,
What
Stay the fuck
yeah.
outside.
Make your mind
Man,
up.
I can imagine.
You're letting all the air out.
Our
That's
door
my
beeps
excuse.
every time you open it. Beep, beep, beep. So it'd be
Yeah.
annoying as fuck.
Mm.
You shit going in and out.
Beep, 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 beep. Beep, 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 beep.
I used to hold a pillow up to the alarm and turn the beep off. It was like a sneak outside and smoke when I first started.
I can picture him
That's
doing
so
that.
bad.
Motherfucking genius out here.
Watched The Day After Tomorrow last night again, you know, for the first time in like 10 years. It still holds up.
Who's that in it?
Dennis Quaid and Jake Gyllenhaal.
Okay.
Jake Gyllenhaal, never heard of.
Speaking of holding up,
You ain't never
also-
seen Red October?
Yeah, you ain't never seen that movie where he's like killing people at night.
Night Stalker?
Yeah,
Yeah, I have seen that one actually.
Really
you
sick,
seen
ain't
it?
it?
Okay, I have seen him.
What's
He's like the
another?
main guy in that one.
yeah. He
Yeah.
also plays in
Okay.
like one of the like Spider-Mans or something. One of the.
He also plays in Brokeback Mountain.
yeah. That is
Yay!
I ain't never seen that.
What's gay about it?
What's gay
It's
about
Y'all
it?
gay.
watched it?
Two
I ain't never
cowboys
watched it either.
sucking each other's cowboy.
I wonder how it
Sucking
did.
each other's
Yeah.
cow.
Two cows fucking each other's boys. You know what I'm saying?
Speaking of holding up,
What's that
300
shit called?
also held up. Sean was talking shit in the last episode. That
I'm
movie
like
is good. The
like-
fight scene's still sick as fuck.
It
Everything
is.
about
It is.
it.
I just feel like in my mind more than that happened. Like yeah,
Well,
they might have
of
gotten
course.
trapped.
Well, they gonna put a whole couple centuries of history in a fucking hour.
No,
Yeah.
okay, The reason I think the movie didn't hold up is because the main focus of the movie is that situation, them fighting, and it's pretty short.
Well,
he killed. He
That was
doesn't kill.
the peak,
That
bruh.
movie's like an hour and 48 minutes.
What'd you watch?
Maybe I was just too high.
Yeah, maybe it was.
Maybe that motherfucker
Because
just
there's
flew
quite
by.
a few like fight scenes. Like they're at the like cliffs and shit after like 20, maybe 25 minutes, and
Yeah.
like there's like
They're stacking
several
bodies and
different
shit.
like fight scenes with like different kind of waves of the Persians and shit, and then the elephants and the rhino, and like there's a bunch of different fights. I just really don't see or
I don't know. They're just like, yeah, there was a lot of fighting scenes. They just didn't put any context to them. Like, what's going on right now? Where are all these people coming from?
Persia,
Who are they?
the Persian Empire.
Yeah, right.
And then that they were over there. They were at the cliffs so that they could funnel them, because otherwise they wouldn't be able to do shit
Correct.
with them.
Yeah, I know.
Correct.
Yeah.
I know all that.
And then they rebuilt the wall. And then they rebuilt the wall with the bodies.
With the bodies, correct.
to
And then,
funnel them some more.
then they threw the bodies on top of some boys and
Yep.
killed
The
one of them.
Immortals.
The Immortals.
Now, ugly guy.
Yeah, a big ugly motherfucker.
I don't know. Maybe I'm just expecting too much.
Speaking of
Yeah,
big
yeah,
ugly
I
motherfucker.
think so.
The world is
I'm just
turning
nutty.
everybody into what do you want? What's the word for that? People that expect
Nosy
the most,
motherfuckers too worried about the next
ex-
motherfuckers.
expect
That's what
everything
it
to be the best.
They wanted to hand it to him. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Look at that.
Pretty much, that's the world these days. You give it to us, or you go home.
Plus, our boy has a cold ass line in 300. The fucking, he's telling this dude's like, our arrows will blot out the sun, and my boy said, then we will fight in the shade. It's so sick.
Yeah.
What a fucking sick line.
What a crazy movie.
What a crazy situation. If that like actually happened, enough arrows to cloud.
I'm sure that's
This
happened
guy.
plenty of times. There's been some big ass armies, and back then, you know, bows and shit was
What was the Assassin's
necessary
Creed
as
game
fuck.
that was like based around this time period?
Odyssey.
Odyssey. Did you guys play that one?
I played like an hour of it.
Mm.
The main ones
That
I
would've
played
been
is
good.
this one and the first one.
I've been playing Valhalla. That's the one I've played the most. But probably second most was the one in Egypt. I can't remember what it's called either.
I played every one for a long time.
I played the
Fucking-
fuck out of the first one.
Like I played the
fuck
first
out.
one.
1, 2, and
I
3.
beat the first like 5. I played the first one like a motherfucker. Definitely second, third. Which one was the one where you're the Native American? Was
That's
that the
Assassin's
second
Creed
one?
3.
Yeah, I like that one.
2 is Italy.
Yeah, you're right with the fucking what's his name?
Ezio.
Yeah.
How cool is that, though?
And then
Somebody
the fourth
thought-
one is like back in Italy or something, ain't it? And then like that's when they started releasing them just like left and
Yeah,
right.
now they're just like getting. They
Like it
used
was
to be
like
like real
Unity,
historical.
Brotherhood,
Yeah.
fucking boom, 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 and then like the little cheap spin-offs that were like
Mhm.
side
And the
scroller
two,
and
yeah,
shit.
yeah, the 2D ones.
Yeah, they're
for Game
very
Boys and shit.
informational.
The fucking Valhalla one, I really like it.
The story, I used to be very interested in the story. I should probably
Yeah.
just watch a lore video on that.
Oh, yeah.
On that, like, because it's like there was like an advanced race in that as well, and like they got destroyed by like some like sun fucking
Mhm.
Flair.
yeah, exactly.
Yeah, one of them was Odin. It goes on to say in this
Huh.
latest one.
Oh, one of the sun flares.
No, one of the
Oh, advanced
Well,
people.
yeah, one of the advanced people
Oh
was
shit,
Odin.
that's badass.
And,
So they're still carrying on with that. Like, that's sick.
oh yeah, that whole game is super tight, bro.
You think
I'm
they
like-
would have been able to stop it by now? Because like the whole premise was like getting the fucking weapons of Eden.
Well,
and, like,
actually,
being
you
able
know,
to affect that.
What's his name? The dude that was like the main character in the first ones or the first
Desmond?
few, Desmond. He stopped some kind of like he stopped the flares from happening, but to do that, he's like slowed the Earth or something. Something happened, and now they got to go and fix it, like put it back, and that's the story.
Oh shit!
Like he stopped that from happening, but it fucked everything else up.
Typical time shit.
Yeah, you know,
It's super
fucking
cool.
mystery, bro.
It's super cool.
We don't lack the.
I just like the
knowledge.
exploration shit about that. Like you can fuck open up the side of a mountain, boom, you're going in that bitch for 10 minutes.
Bro, and
Find some cool.
it's
shit.
just a nice looking game. Like
Yeah, it
the
really
quality
is.
is
It
just
really is.
so good.
Have y'all played The Witcher at all?
No,
I played
just-
Witcher 3, bro.
That's the only one I'm interested in
Yeah, the
playing.
newest one.
But
Yeah.
it's still expensive as fuck.
It really
I was
is.
also
It's
looking
really
at Red
good,
Dead
though.
Redemption
I just
yesterday.
dabbled
I
in
was like, damn, that could be a good game to fuck off on. But
Yeah,
it's
Red Dead
$60
Online is
still.
cool as fuck.
I might have
Crazy.
Witcher 3 on disc. When he wants to borrow.
What is it?
Witcher 3 on the Xbox
yeah.
disc.
I was about to buy it.
I'll have to look.
Because Anna's aunt plays it all the time, and I walked in the other day, and it looks just like Assassin's Creed.
Yeah.
But like the gameplay is different. You got superpowers and shit like that you can use, which I thought was super cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Of course.
I downloaded Metal Gear Solid on PC. I didn't know it was an option to just do that.
Damn.
And I was
for
playing
free?
that a little bit. Yeah, but I got the PS1 version. I'm trying to find. There was way more versions of Metal Gear Solid released than I was aware. I've watched a whole lot of videos on that shit recently, and there was they did a remake of that one. It was originally called Shadow Moses. This one motherfucker by himself got in Unreal Engine 4 and remade that whole fucking game. And Konami shut him down. Said just shut it down.
Damn.
Won't allow it to be released. But it looked so.
But it's better.
It looked like a game these days.
I like when people do that with
Yeah,
Unreal
it's so
Engines and
sick.
shit. Like with the Goku game back in the day, like you just see a video, fucking Goku just crystal clear. Or Zelda.
Yeah,
it's
it's
crazy people
Like,
can do that.
that's how
Technology,
Assassin's Creed
bro.
looks. I ain't gonna lie. That
But-
shit looks good.
It really does.
But there was a remake that they did
It do
only for GameCube called Twin Snakes, and it is the first Metal Gear Solid. Well, not. There was actually some side scroller 2D bullshit ones, but the first real one on PlayStation, they remade that, and they have control advancements from future games that came out past that, but they remade it into that game. Like you can roll and shit. You can tuck and roll, and you can actually aim first person instead of the weird third person just aim in a direction thing you got to do.
Okay. Well, something like this. Okay.
what do y'all prefer? Y'all prefer third person games or first person games?
It depends. I think
Depends on the
Rogue
game,
Company really nailed third person with the shoulder switch. You can switch your
Yeah.
angle or whatever. I
I
think
did like
every
that
third
about
person game should have that for sure.
Right.
Ever since I've played that, any third person game that I play and can't do that, it feels weird. I'm
or
limited.
they'll let you look around corners and shit.
Yeah.
That's a big thing.
I'm limited to this view.
Yeah, I haven't been playing many shooters. I played Halo, the first mission. But other than that,
Oh, you bought
Yeah.
that?
no, Halo Infinite, the free one on the Game Pass. You know what I'm saying?
The free boy.
Oh, y'all get it on Game Pass? The story mode too?
Yeah,
Damn, that's crazy.
I'm pretty sure. Yeah,
I didn't know that.
I definitely didn't pay for it.
I be forgetting I have Game Pass all the time.
It's endless games, but it's too many to play.
Yeah.
How you gonna play all them?
Bro, I only got 500 gigabytes. I got to delete 6 games to download one.
Amen.
Amen.
Get the Terry, dog.
Get the
that
Terry.
Wade
I already
Terry
got one
bike.
beside.
What else is on our list?
Oh, you were scared of that snowstorm that was supposed to allegedly
Bro.
hit tomorrow.
Oh, yeah, I'm over here shaking.
yesterday and today and tomorrow.
We might be stuck. Might
I
not be
hope
stuck.
so. I
Thankfully,
hope
Monday's
that-
a holiday.
I hope the first
It is a
initial
holiday.
projections was right and we get a fucking foot of this shit.
Yeah, I wouldn't mind it, honestly. I like
been
being
blindsided.
snowed in. I like not having to go and do anything.
Yep.
Hanging out with the family is always fun. Make snow cream. Make sure you do that if it snows enough. I did that last time. It was
Well, homie making some
delicious.
snow cream,
It was
alright.
so good. Yeah, I make snow
I make
cream.
creams every
a
time
lot.
it snows.
Amen, brother. Preach.
Also, if we get any kind of decent snow, I'm definitely doing the bridge walk. I don't know if y'all got any interest
Yeah.
in that, but I'm
Well, we gotta be
knocking
out
it
there first.
Yeah.
Because when there's already footprints
I was trying
on
to
it,
do the
what's
other
fuck?
day. I was trying to talk y'all into
Yeah, I
it.
was.
I know, but I was
You busy?
probably
Gotta
pretty
do
high
things.
probably that day.
Exactly. That's going to make it better, though, man.
No.
Yeah.
We would tell
the
y'all
time
about
we
the
went-
walk,
the
but we
first
don't want
time
y'all
we
to
went
ruin it. So
was
we'll let
so
you know
sick.
after the fact.
Yeah, it's in Lake Barkley.
Yeah. So,
Mhm.
anyways, we went on this walk, right? And we're walking this trail, and then we get to this part where it's untouched, and then we look over to the left, and then there's this big ass field. We decided to walk in, and we just start walking in these people's property,
Yep.
allegedly. But anyways, it just looks sick as fuck. Middle of town seemed like you was in the middle of nowhere, but
Yeah, it was
Golf
badass.
course.
It was
Yeah,
it was
golf
very
course.
back rooms. Very
Yeah.
back room side.
we was
What
on
y'all think about that?
playing 18 holes.
The back rooms into season.
That was
That
nice. That
show
was
is so cloud.
Funny. I tried to go back and look at it again today. It wasn't there. So I took him down.
Yeah, I figured the intimacy was.
Did you talk about that link that you sent last night?
Yeah.
I clicked on that, and I was like, what the fuck?
It was just a picture with
And then a song. Yeah, what was the song?
It was just like basic club music.
I was like, did he really just? Is he serious right now?
It was so funny.
It's
That was a
so
good one.
clown, man. There's been a lot of funny ones that have been tickling me here lately. The one that there is one where it's like using my cock fat, by the way, to put the whole cheese.
That cut me. Because if he didn't put fat, by the way, it wouldn't even been funny. But
that shit killed me.
Using my cock to put the holes in the Swiss cheese, but he put using my cock fat, by the way.
Man.
You know, it's gonna be some big holes in that Swiss.
Ain't much cheese left.
I tried my hand at a pasta carbonara the other day because apparently it's like the easiest fucking thing to make, but I couldn't find Romano cheese. So I say, hey, I'll get this Asiago. Won't be too crazy. You could absolutely taste the Asiago. It did not mix very well. But yeah, I don't know if y'all are aware, but all you need to make pasta carbonara, depending on how much you're making,
Right.
Bring it to us.
2 yellow egg yolks, 1 whole egg, Romano cheese, Parmesan cheese, real cheese, not the grated
not the fake
bullshit.
shit.
And real cheese or real Parmesan cheese?
Real Parmesan cheese.
Okay.
And the fucking Romano.
Shredded, shaved, whole block.
That's up to you, I would assume.
Okay.
But I would assume the smaller the cut, the better. Just for mixing up.
Not too fine though. Just still slim cuts.
And then you'll mix that shit up in a bowl or whatever, and that's your sauce. Like that cheese and the egg, that's your sauce. And fucking you'll like prepare your noodles and stuff,
wild.
and then you'll mix that shit, stir it up, and then put it in the serving dish.
Boom.
You can really make it in like 10 minutes if you were prepped up. Also bacon.
Bacon.
But
Bacon
yeah, you can add that after the fact. Oh yeah.
Okay.
Sounds good.
They all like all the recipes recommend like this high quality ass bacon that like the name I can't remember at the moment, but it's like you can just get some normal bacon.
Is it Kevin Bacon?
Yes.
Thought so.
We didn't even talk about the snow, bro.
We didn't talk about the snow.
Yeah, that is true.
How much snow y'all think we gonna get this weekend?
They started by saying like 8 inches, and then it went down to like 3.
And then I
now
woke
it's
up
like,
the next day and
it
there's a
might
post
happen.
that says 0 to 84 inches. I was like, what the fuck is this?
That's what I
Real
need.
shit.
We'll take if that happens, man. I'm gonna build a tunnel to Wade's. We're
We're gonna do something.
I thought about walking here today.
That would be cool shit. If you had hit me up earlier, I would have
Yeah,
done
that's what it was. I didn't do it early enough.
I've been thinking about walking every day. I've been thinking about getting out, starting to work out. You're
Ain't
busy.
snowed in, dog.
Yeah, you could. You could come out here,
is.
little boop, boop, boop,
You got
push up.
snowshoes?
Yeah, I do.
it. Got some.
Does he,
snowshoes.
Chris?
Boom.
Some shoes I call snowshoes.
Oh.
Yeah.
They identify as snowshoes.
Yeah,
Okay.
allegedly they are snowshoes.
Okay.
Last
know how-
time it snowed, I went out in these bad boys. He was completely dry.
So was mine. Mine says leather, fine leather, real leather, 100%. Actually, like 99.2%.
Look cloth to me, dog.
Oh, these are not the ones.
Chris, we heard you had a life change here recently. You care to hop on and talk about it real quick?
Well,
Chris.
y'all didn't know.
Go ahead.
I have a brother. I was about to say I had a brother.
He's over 18.
Yes, he is over 8. Well, then what I'm about to say is going to be
But
like,
he's a little behind.
He's a little behind. You guys, permit! Congratulations to Christopher Jones.
The golf ball.
I let him drive my truck home yesterday from Walmart. Right?
Bet you was nervous as hell.
I was. My steering does suck, so he was having a little
Oh, it
bit
has
of a hard
come.
time.
Got some play.
Yeah, but he's at the point where he's scared to like go around a curve. Like he'll slow down to the max extent and then start taking.
Well, yeah, your truck probably not that wide,
Yeah.
motherfucker. Who
Yeah.
probably feels the edge of the road and
Yeah.
constantly
You
got to
gotta just
adjust
play.
and shit.
I'm-
Yeah.
Yeah, it's not fun.
That's for cruising.
He pulled up to one, and so you're at a stop sign. Here's a ditch you're supposed to turn. He pulls like way out. I'm like, you got plenty of room. He's like, oh, okay. Pull
Yeah,
back
like,
in.
you'll learn, bro.
Just think you got to whip
You'll
it
be
with
drifting
those
in no
bad
time.
boys.
Yeah. Whenever I was riding around with my mom learning to drive and shit, it was so fucking stressful.
Yeah.
I'm literally driving perfectly fine,
And
normal, like 25 miles per hour,
I'm
like
on
a
the
30
same
mile
way.
per hour street. And she would be freaking the fuck, like stressing me the fuck out just because she's like freaking out and shit. Yeah.
Yeah.
Hey, motherfucker!
I don't know, man. Whenever he was doing
Stay
it
on
with
the
me,
road.
he'd freak out. I also had problems with breaking it first, so I'd like
Didn't
wait
wanna
till
do
the
it?
last second. Yeah, so I wait till the last second. Then I'm hitting them bitches hard. He's like, "What the fuck are you doing? You're gonna fucking kill us. We're gonna hit these fucking cars. You need to slow down before the cars."
Dad still
alright.
kind of does that shit, but he just like he stresses when anybody drives that fucking.
Yeah, I remember him.
The same way, but the opposite. I'll kind of start slowing down way before.
Yeah.
The only way you'll really learn is just by practice.
Yo, there was a ball sitting up there. I hit the thing and knocked that ball into a cup.
You heard it. Putting balls in the holes.
Balls and cups. What'd y'all think of 2 girls, 1 cup back in the day?
Back in the day,
Man, that was
Somebody showed me that.
something.
I just
that-
thought of it as
20-second
like
flip on a flip phone. You know, a 20-second clip. It was like, check it out.
check it out. There's
I
a
was like,
girl eating
"Oh,
ass.
let me see it again.
It's it's one you really have to watch again.
I think that 2 girls, 1 cup sparked my interest to find out other weird shit on the internet, which I found. One got 1 horse, one got 1 jar.
them were
all this other
crazy shits that they
shit.
were taking.
That was a
They were
crazy
Yeah.
time in the
huge, like
internet.
massive shits that
Yeah.
they were taking.
Yeah,
And
it almost
like-
looked like they shoved that shit in their ass before the
Yeah, like
tape.
they pre-turned the shit.
Yeah.
They had a syringe this big, and they just stuffed ice
Yeah.
cream in that bitch.
It's gonna come out just like chocolate ice cream now.
What about Hatchet versus General? That one always
Genitals,
hurt
yeah.
me.
Hatchet versus genitals.
I've
I thought it
never
was
seen
Hatchet
that
versus
one.
General. I thought his name was the
Genitals.
General.
No, I thought it was genitals because he cut his fucking dick off, bro.
Oh, you'll see.
Let's
the one
look it
where
up.
A guy shoots himself in a nutsack with a 9.
No.
Oh, I think I have.
He puts his
seen it.
nutsack on the table. He's talking about people calling him pussy or some shit, and he was like, "I'll show you, pal!" Straight to the floor, white shit all over the
Yeah.
table. I don't know what the white shit came from. This must be what the inside of your nutsack is. It was real weird.
That's what's showing up.
BME Pain Olympics.
It ain't gonna show. I'll type in general. I was trying to see if one will like preload. Genital. Hatchet versus genitals.
You was right. BME Pain Olympics. Bless you. Bless them.
2008. What
God
a
bless
year.
all.
Good year.
2008 is when it was. Those are like reaction.
Yeah,
videos.
that's when that wild shit was going on the internet.
I seen this your mom's house a while back. Like when I first started watching podcasts, where they were watching some video of this dude just like in like some septic tank, but like a big ass septic tank, and it was like 2 people, and they would like take turns like swimming in shit. Like it
Like,
was
were they suited up or anything?
no, they were like boxers, like literally just swimming in the shit and just like really enjoying it. Like literally looked like they were enjoying it. She
Yeah,
was
it looked like they were
crazy.
from here.
No.
Okay. I meant Kentucky.
Yeah.
How'd you forget?
Your Mom's House is a really good podcast. That's probably my favorite right now. Over Bad Friends and Two Bears, everything.
I've been less podding it up here lately, but the main one we still watch is Bad Friends.
I
And
watch
every
it
now
every
and then
Monday.
Hot Ones dabble in.
I never watch Hot Ones. I always watch
It's less interesting
This
now
one?
for some reason.
Your Mom's House, Bad Friends. I usually watch Two Bears, probably not the whole thing.
Two
That's-
Bears became literally the same thing to me every episode.
It's
and I
it's
got
always
sick of
like
it.
we're rich old white dudes.
Yeah.
We got one. But it's cool because they earned it. That's how I feel.
Bert took a jet. Did oh, you motherfucker! And it's just fucking Bert being gross as fuck inevitably, like doing something or saying something really gross, and then Tom judging him.
Yeah, they're funny guys.
Yeah, it's funny, but
Yeah,
it
they
literally like it became like watching the same episode to me over and over.
Yeah.
You guys need to watch that. Your Mom's House with Cobra Tate on it. If y'all ain't watched it, I've watched it 3 times. It's so good. 3 fucking times I've watched a 2-hour podcast.
I've been meaning
Damn.
to check it out just because you and Kevin have talked about it so much.
It's for real. One of the funniest things you will see on the internet. And it's very informative. And the dude, he's typical douchebag, but he's like laying it out. He's like explaining everything why he's a douchebag.
Yeah.
And Tom's like, makes sense. Even Christina's like, yeah, I get it. I totally get it. He like really breaks things down, like why people should have gender roles and all this like stuff you wouldn't really expect him to be
Yeah.
talking about. And he breaks it down super well. You're like, damn, it makes sense.
Sounds interesting.
This guy really knows how to talk.
He said he pulled up to a gas station in Spain. He filled up his tank and he went in to pay. And they were like, "You got to have a mask." He's like, "So the gas is free?"
That's
And he said he threw the fucking money on the ground and said, "There, it's paid for." And then he said, "I went and found a Spanish bitch and conquered her. Don't go back to their country; she's ruined." So funny. I'm telling you, you guys really need to watch that.
Yeah, that sounds.
I watched it with Chastity the other day. She was not feeling. She was like,
No.
"I don't like it."
Have you made any more progress on the house?
We met with a contractor yesterday.
Hell yeah.
Are they fucking disemboweling you?
No, he was really cool. He was a cool guy. He was throwing shade on every other contractor while he was out there, though. He's
That's
like,
what they do.
We ain't this person, so we'll do a good job. And I know who painted this place. He's like, I came here about 10 years ago when I was going to replace the windows, but they told me it was too much. He was hot about it.
They didn't want to pay me to replace the goddamn window.
He was like, I came out here. I told them $6,900. I'll replace all your windows, and they told me no. I'm like, damn, 10 years you've remembered the fucking price? Yeah.
It's not bad.
It's a lot of windows.
Especially in a house like that. Yeah, dude.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
I don't know pricing on windows.
Upset. I don't either. I've done
Well, you
window
probably got
replacement.
5, 6.
300 windows.
I got at least 2.
I've only seen 3. Yeah.
What's a lease
One in the
do?
back.
Which y'all pay rent to.
What's a lease do? Who's Leasy?
Who's Alicia?
What else on the list?
What else on the list?
Me not smoking weed for 1 week.
Tell us about it.
Yeah.
Tell us about your experience, your
If y'all can't tell,
trials.
I'm pumped.
Yeah, your boy
All day
seemed like he
long.
might have been taking some uppers this morning, but he's not. He just quit taking
The downers.
downers.
And I can definitely tell a difference in my day to day. Like I'm talking louder and shit. It's
I mean, I
real
definitely feel
strange.
you though. Whenever I wait, I've been waiting to smoke. Not today, but
Yeah.
I'll be waiting, and
I
during the
postpone
day,
myself,
like
yeah.
I find myself, I sit down, I'm like, damn, I don't want to be sitting down. I want to get up and do something. So I get up and do pointless shit. I might clean the house. I might go
Yeah.
outside, clean up my
That's
truck.
me like all day long. And then
Yeah.
like usually I would just like stay up and then I'll start falling asleep on the couch every day and then I'll just go to bed. Now I'm like this until like 1 a.m. and then somehow I just turn off.
Alive.
I force myself to like just finally shut off. Then I'm back up at 7:30, wide the fuck awake.
Bro, I'm so excited for May. That's
It's
my
gonna be
attitude.
May.
Yeah, me
Like
too.
all of May, I'm super.
Bro. That's
I don't
when-
even know how to put it. Like I'm motivated.
Yeah, I need something like that. I need that to come into play because my ADD has just been like
Yeah,
turned
the
up
seasonal
to
depression
11
shit,
here
yeah.
lately, man.
Yeah,
I
the
fucking
seasonal
can't
depression
focus
is
on a
definitely a
goddamn
huge
thing.
thing. Like I could be
It's so real.
going out kayak and take my mind off things. I can't do that in the cold.
Can't do that.
No,
Can't
do
just
that.
go chilling on the fucking lake. You're gonna be cold.
Right.
You're gonna be cold. You're gonna have to dress for it, build a fire.
I can't
it's
just-
a cool vibe still.
I can't pop my nose
Definitely.
sleeve on, hop in my truck, run my windows down, ride down the goddamn country road. Can't do it.
Man, I hopped on my motorcycle yesterday.
Yeah.
But it was chilly.
Sick.
I just fired it up just because, and I was letting it sit in the garage, and I was running.
Yeah.
I just hopped on it, had a fucking t-shirt on and pants. I was so cold. And I was riding through my yard, and I was just sliding everywhere. I was like, fuck, if I flip right now, I'm going to be pissed.
Yeah,
Hot.
man.
Break my
So
bike, and
hot.
I'm going to leave it.
I wish you had video footage of the New Year's night. I saw right. It was so
Yeah.
many shady rides.
No, it was. As soon as I took off, I was like, damn, I shouldn't have done this. So I
This-
went ahead, went on down the road.
The same exact thing happened to me. The moment I exited the garage and hit the driveway, it's already like sketchy and shit.
All that
like,
loose
slide.
gravel, yeah.
And it was freshly raining and shit. And I'm just going. I was like, I'll just hit a loop around the yard real quick, nothing crazy. And as I go like on the other side of the vehicle, so like go around all them, I'm cruising probably like 20 or something right now. Nothing crazy. But then I realized that like there's a ditch fast approaching next to the driveway. And I just really had to like commit. So I like raised the legs up when I went over it and shit. And just like,
You
boom.
broke my shit, you push it back. I'll give you mine.
So
give
funny.
you mine, man. You go have my bike, bro.
Shit, post that fucking post the ditch. My shit like slid
Bro,
out and shit.
I slid on the rocks, then I got in the grass, slid in the rock, and I was like, "Oh my god, I gotta take it
Yeah,
easy."
Wet tires. I mean, fuck, wet grass and rubber don't mix.
Yeah, it
And
really
that shit
don't.
stays wet right now.
Yeah, do it. You know what else we staying wet?
Say it.
I can't say.
Wade's asshole.
Wade's asshole. You're right in the bottom of his ball sack.
Nope. I make sure it's extra.
He's a
dry.
dipper. He likes to dip.
Y'all powder them nuts or no?
You ever, when you was a kid, did you ever like mom tell you go take a bath, so you make a nice little warm bath. When you get in this bath, you put your feet in first, you know what I'm saying? And you slowly
crouch
down.
Crouch,
you dip the balls first.
Yo, I used to like hold my balls like it helped. Oh,
right.
Wait. Oh.
It's like the hand the hand was keeping it to the regulated temperature.
That reminded me of I used to like get in the shower and like clench my hand as tight as I could and like stick it under the water and then pull it out and just see if it was still
dry.
hot.
I've done that. I've definitely done that.
Oh man, I used to I would take some Hot Wheels into the shower with me, man, and I would be like zooming them bitches around like fast as fucking like circles the bathtub and
Kick
shit.
it straight up the
And it was always cool whenever it coincidentally like came back in on the other side and shit.
Landed it.
Man, that shit was tight.
Nailed it.
We used to really be able to entertain the fuck out of ourselves
in the
as
bath.
kids, man.
Ilana plays in the bath and just loves it. Like she's swimming in a pool or something. I'm so jealous.
River and
If I
Rain,
got in that bitch, I'd be like a turkey basting.
man. If they made like
Turkey basted.
bigger size like bathtubs for like adults, like
Hot
where it was,
tubs.
man. I
Hot tubs.
need-
What about cold tubs? They never thought to invent
pool?
that. You right. Damn.
Man, pools are perfect for holding water.
They really are.
Yeah. Shout out to the real OGs, you know what I'm saying? All the people out there living their life, breathing, spitting, smoking,
Why do you
choking.
always make it weird?
All right, then.
That show is so
Oh, damn.
funny. With it.
Shout out to Eric. We love you.
Is he good?
He's good now.
Oh. I didn't know he was bad.
No, you made the reference of him when he
Oh,
said I was
okay,
just shouting him
okay.
out.
Yeah, I didn't know if something had happened I was unaware
For
of.
some reason, his name slipped my mind, so I was like, damn. And then I remembered it. My
My boy
bad.
been
Slip,
pumping
slip.
out the videos here.
Bro,
For real.
he got that McDonald's.
There was one
some
recently
salt
he
in a
did
sack.
that pretty funny to me, but I can't remember which one it was.
He did a Corona one recently. That was pretty.
That, yeah, where he's like,
Yeah, that shit was funny.
funny.
He's
shit
having
was
fun with that shit.
Yeah, that's all that matters.
That's what we need. We need to do what he's doing. Pump out a bunch of stupid ass shit.
Do
until
it,
one of
dog.
them bust.
Stupid. Well, we need to get Eric on
Come
here
on,
and talk
dog.
about.
I mean,
how
I
he
can
feels.
do it, but I can't do it by myself.
He is.
You can though.
Maybe we should start doing like what he does. All of us make our own little personal videos, toss them in a one, and then boom, we'll just put them on the page.
I seen a fucking video. This dude found he was like scuba diving, finding shit in a river, and he found a gun. And he turned it into the police, and the police were like, "This is a BB gun." And he was like, "Oh, really? Can't be. It says 45 caliber right here."
Huh.
And he was like, "Oh, it's a high point. It's just junk." I almost tagged AJ, and I didn't want to kick him.
Every
off.
time
That's
there's a
funny.
high point joke, I get
Yeah.
his ass with that.
That's why he had to upgrade to the G2C.
I got the same gun as AJ.
My
That
man
same
got-
high point. Yeah.
My man got genuinely upset that one day I was clowning him about this. So
I feel like that's why he got a new
It
gun.
might be.
He was like, "Damn, I can't be out here pulling this motherfucker out. They're gonna laugh at me every time."
He was for real bad about it. He's like, well, where's your gun? Shit, where's yours? That motherfucker don't count.
Them motherfuckers are just fat. They look like bricks. You're holding a brick
Yeah.
in your hand. But they shoot. They shoot.
No, they're really prone to jamming. It's the problem. They're so cheaply made that they'll fuck you. You end up dying trying to use the motherfucker in real
You
life.
might shoot yourself
You better
on accident.
get that shot off, and it better be the right spot the first time.
Only shoot once.
Only shoot one time. I'm not gonna shoot twice.
Ask questions later.
Yeah, that's what people around here put on the back of their cars. If you don't know where we're from, then
It's so
Kentucky.
Many, it's so many cringy things on the back of trucks and
Bro,
shit. Oh,
have y'all
my-
seen the two IE ass trucks?
Yeah.
Yeah,
And then the fucking
I might
Are
fuck
they
around and do that. Just
the
for
Hot
jokes.
Town famous
Don't do it.
shit and stuff like that. It's
Ugh.
so fucking cringy. I
Ugh.
can't imagine being so withdrawn from what's actually fucking cool in any way that I would like put some shit like that on my car and think it was funny. Like
Yeah.
it Hot Town famous. It's just
Ugh.
Mm.
and I ain't never heard of one of
You
them
peaked?
motherfuckers.
You fucking peaked?
Are you?
Are you? Yeah. Are you in a fucking gang? You in a gang right now?
Bro, what was it the other day when it was snowing? Yeah, the other day it was snowing. I was leaving out of here. There was some kids walking down the road.
You hit him.
Nah, he looks at me. I was like, "What the fuck is that?" And then it popped in my head. Oh, he wants me to fucking pop it in neutral, and
Oh yeah.
so I did it. I
Slow
did it,
down.
but I don't condone that. I think that shit's stupid as fuck.
Damn. Yeah, I'm gonna hit that before we leave.
Do you remember that one time years ago where it was when I still drove the Durango? Me and you drove out in the cut to that spot we like to park, and we just drove in that farmer's field. Parked up on top of the hill.
It was snowing.
Yeah, it was snowing. Everything was covered in snow. We was just
Alex
parked up on this shit. We got out, sat on top of the fucking Durango, smoking and shit. It'd be badass.
We parked in that little spot so many times. Like
All
literally,
the
you could drive up the street from the house, and there was this little left turn. You go down this hill, and as soon as you go down the hill, there's just a little spot that goes out into a field. So we just park right there, just sit literally right there. Cars passing by, we're sitting there in the truck smoking.
I remember me and you pulled over on our bikes to smoke one time, and my mileage was 420.
Hell yeah.
It was the craziest shit.
Y'all remember that time we rode the mopeds out to your old house after like y'all had already moved out?
And we drove down to the fucking bar.
And shit in it?
In the fucking carport.
Wait,
bro.
Yeah, there was nobody living there at the time. That's right, yeah.
The mopeds were so fun.
They were not fast enough to be scared of. It was fast enough that you could get fucked up and ride it.
It was fast enough to like have fun, be able to talk to your boys while you're riding them and shit.
Yeah.
I would say that the coolest thing that I ever rode was those little electric fucking scooters, bro.
Bro, I think those are really tight.
In Salt Lake City or whatever the fuck, or wherever we were.
We were in Iowa. What's it called?
Starts with an M.
No, it don't. Starts with a C.
No, Cedar Rapids.
Cedar Rapids.
Yeah.
Yeah, starts with
Man, that, like in bigger cities, I'm sure some of y'all are aware, they got these like scooters and shit. Scooters and like little electric bikes and shit. Yeah. And you can walk up to that bitch, take a picture of it, and like put some money on the account, and you can just rent that bitch. And you can get off of it wherever you want and shit.
Whoever owns this shit.
Them motherfuckers go at least like 25, and we was cruising. And there's like
all over the place.
In Cedar Rapids, there's like areas like there's parts of the road for you to just ride them bitches. And there's like little like trails and like shortcuts and shit you can take. There was this one that legit had a jump on it. It's like a private like little thing for those. It was like right next to the river, and there was like just perfect like incline for a jump. Like you could get a little air on it. It was badass.
And yeah, we was jumping and we wasn't giving a fuck about them things.
Oh, fuck them.
Fuck them. But yeah, this little app called VO, bro. It's crazy. Whoever owns those is making thousands of dollars a day from just charging up these bikes and setting them out for people to ride.
Yeah.
Like that's a genius.
Yeah, it really is.
Like if we had that in Hoptown, my bad.
Oh, you
if we had that in Hoptown,
I don't know.
I would use it.
It'd probably be
10 of them or something.
Probably be a huge investment. Like motherfuckers gonna.
Well, actually, in Hoptown, more people were still.
Them shits are gonna get stolen. They're gonna cut the GPS shit off of it.
Yeah, Hoptown's different than Cedar Rapids.
I bet if you put like a one that like keeps your card on there as like a deposit or something, and you put it like toward the walking trail. If you like put it in that parking lot where the dog parking shit is, if you put it there, people could get there, ride, and then bring it back.
Yeah, just on the trail that we already have.
Yeah, that is true.
That'd be sick. But
right next to the trail too is genius because it's a shortcut to all over town.
And you just go there, boom, do the trail, and you bring it right back.
Yeah, and we got the GPS on them, so you wouldn't be able to take them off of the trail or anywhere like away from it without.
Yeah, it'll die. It won't. Yeah, they had that range, so if you go out that range, it's not gonna work. I sent some to the group the other day. It was like $700 for one, but it went like 28 miles an hour. And AJ, not worth it.
He ain't never rode one.
That's what I said. You ever rode one? Yeah, I think so. Something like that,
bro. It was so fucking fun.
It was so fun. We went back another day.
Yeah, we went twice.
We legit were like hours away, and we just like we had to wait until the banks closed to even clean the shit. So we had to kill time, and we legit drove hours,
like 2 hours, just to go ride around and drive 2 hours back.
But it was worth it.
Definitely worth it.
It definitely was.
Sean ran out of money on him
twice, man. I had to walk back in the heat. It was hot as fuck.
Any of us really had no money to give it. I mean, we was all just
we spent like 40, 50 bucks on the business.
He was like, here's $7. See if you get it.
That's not gonna work.
Then we like. Me and Dustin were like, all right, we'll go to the car. You just keep walking. I
did.
I felt bad.
I remember
for
you was hot,
man,
but that was the best option.
We went and we ate the fattest burger, bro.
The burgers are good as fuck.
Fuck yeah,
but I remember I was like too full. I had like traveling stomach, where like I just
where you don't shit or something. That's me. I don't. If I go outside of town or something, I'm not shitting for like 2 or 3 days.
I'm that way too. But when I'm out of town, like when I'm on adventures like that, if I'm about to endeavor in my or I don't know how to put the fucking words into this. I'm high now. If I'm about to do this, I'm about to do it to the full extent. I'm about to fill my belly till I'm about to puke.
I feel you.
It's gonna happen.
See, like typically when we're on the road now, I try and not eat a lot, but it's like you still just don't shit, and it still compounds, and eventually you're just full as fuck, but you want to eat, but you can't because you're so full, and you just feel like shit.
You just spend most of the time just sitting down in the car the whole time. That don't help.
I don't know. Whenever my shits come on traveling, or like when I'm traveling, it's just boom, big package, deliver it, and then I'm done.
Yep. Or when I get home, I'm talking about like as soon as I get to the door, my body's like,
real.
oh hey, remember me?
Yeah.
Piece of shit.
You ever had a shit that's like you having shit for like 2-3 days, and you get the urge like, damn, I got shit. You go. And pushing this bitch out is the hardest thing you've ever done in your life. Like, your asshole starting to burn. Yeah. It's like, oh, feel like a little tear's happening. Water, and then when you wipe, you got a little blood. So, yeah, you had a little tear.
Lost me there, bro.
You never had that? You ain't never had a big shit like that?
I definitely, I've taken some big shit.
I never bled from a shit.
Ones that, like,
I've bled
hurt, but, like, what else are you going to do? Bro. Like, like, where else is it going? It's only going to get bigger. You got to do it. I've had some where, like, I'm going to shit, and I'm like, damn, I gotta wait. Like, mentally prep.
Yo, this dude on your mom's house, he's like one of the guys that works in the booth. Yeah. He shits once every 2 weeks. And one time he went a whole month without shitting just to see if he could.
That's so crazy.
I couldn't imagine.
Maybe his body's just, like, crazy efficient.
He said he...
Couldn't you, like, die?
He, like, trained his body to do that over time. Like, he hates shitting so much that he just does it whenever.
He's probably lying, just like the guy that said...
He could be lying for the show, but...
Yeah.
He also, it seems really real. And they're like, what the fuck? Why do you do that?
Yeah.
They're like telling them, you need to start shitting all the time. You need
to take 2-3 shits a day from now on.
I wonder if he eats, like, no fiber at all.
They said he eats all the time, but he says his mom rushed him while he was shitting when he was young, and it fucked with him, I guess, to this day. To this day, he won't shit.
I'm always taking the long shits myself.
I will take a look.
Isn't it like if you can't shit, you just shove that little thing up your ass and boom? No, it's like starts with a C.
A kinger?
No, it's some type of. It's some type of medicine. It's some type of medicine or something.
You ever heard of poop knife?
What the fuck was that on?
No.
It's like an old meme or something like that. Some dude was like, they kept a knife hanging in the the whole family would take large shits, so they kept a knife hanging in the
scrape
bathroom.
The shit off of them?
To like. When they shit, they had to cut their poop to flush it.
Oh.
And then somebody came to their house and they were like, so what's this knife on the wall? And he's like, oh, that's the poop knife. And they're like, what the fuck's the poop knife? But the whole family was used to the poop knife. And now that joke has just evolved into so much shit. Like anytime there's a sketchy knife, I'm like, it's a poop knife.
Bro. Yeah, well, let's talk about the poop knife.
Well, let's find the backstory.
Yeah, I need to know something
about
that.
Poop knife.
Did this family just take large shits? Like all of them just
They're
huge
probably
poops?
all like Casey's. Like they all just took Casey's shit.
The original poop knife.
Or just was their toilet small? Like was the hole that you flushed down, like was it too small?
Yo, they actually sell a poop knife.
Oh.
And they have the story. I seen it just a second ago.
Yeah.
It's trusted by
The
poops
earth
everywhere.
shooketh.
Go ahead, tell it.
When our reluctant hero, Learned Butt, took Reddit by storm. That's what it was. It was a Reddit post.
Oh.
And the dude was shitting. Shit's too big. You got to slice it. Samurai. Be a samurai.
Perfectly appropriate and practical.
They just had the story on here. I just seen it.
Yeah, like going into this.
I bet them bitches is $10 a pop for a piece of little bitty plastic.
Poop knife. $20.
Bro, they're making money.
Ridiculous gag gift.
I would like to
Metal
see how many
reinforced.
orders there have been.
Original poop knife. Yeah, that is true.
Maybe that's what we should do, bro. We should come up with some little something that we can make out of plastic, mass produce it, and sell it. Just something that's like stupid like that. Poop knife.
People love stupid shit.
I'm trying to find the origin story, dog.
My family poops big.
Everyone burns giant logs of
All right.
crap.
Says my family poops big. Maybe it's genetic. Maybe it's our diet. But everyone's births giant logs of crap. If anyone has laid a mega poop, you know sometimes it won't flush. It lays across the hole in the bottom of the bowl, and the vortex of draining water merely gives it a spin as it mocks you. So yeah, this guy, he shits. I don't really want to read this whole paragraph, but yeah, it's like,
why not?
Just because I don't feel like it'd be interesting.
I feel like that's the most interesting.
So basically, they
fucking
just all
paragraph
took
we
big
could read.
shits.
The whole family took giant shits, yeah.
Yeah. So the dad was like, "Yeah, I'm gonna cut it up from now on," and that's what their family did.
Okay.
I feel like there's definitely other people out there that have done that though.
Oh, so this person went to someone's house and excused himself to lay a giant turd, and they looked down, and they did not have. They say, "Where's your poop knife?" And this, what the fuck's a poop knife? You seen a rat?
So he'll be in that corner.
I saw him run
Sick.
across over here.
Damn,
Well, rats got to be warm too.
He's somewhere in there.
we do have another guest.
Maybe actually.
So yes, we shared our poop knife.
She will be getting her own utility knife now.
So yeah.
Utility knife.
They
How
kept
awkward
their,
would that be though to like ask somebody?
like something that you thought was real your whole
and it's
life.
like really gross. Like
Yeah.
you don't know it's
Where's your
gross,
poop
but
knife? Imagine somebody's in your house shitting that big.
yeah, and they'd come ask me for a knife.
Where's your shit knife?
I would just bust out laughing.
What?
I wouldn't know to take it
I'd
seriously.
probably be like the best person to say that shit to. It would just be so funny to me that it wouldn't be weird for them.
Oh, where's your poop knife? What were you watching right before you came out here? Porn.
Who's your
Oh, he
favorite?
did
Who's your
big.
favorite
Somebody's
actress?
busting it. Who's your favorite actor? I'd say Leonardo DiCaprio is mine.
Okay.
I don't know. Just like
He is a good actor, but
he killed
he
Steve.
don't stick out.
And
to
then
me
there's
as,
this
like, my
black guy
favorite.
that played in Black Mirror.
What's a movie that you watched only because a motherfucker was in it? Think about it like that. Like
Pretty much
if you
any
see
Will
it,
Ferrell
you see
movie.
a motherfucker
Well,
in
not
it, you
Tenet.
watch it.
Synchronism or some.
Synchronicity? What?
Hold on, look it up. Look up
I'd say
synchronicity.
maybe Johnny Depp. He's like every movie he's in, pretty much, is fucking a killer ass movie.
Am I spelling it right?
Right there. Movie.
Let's see.
Put movie after the end of it.
Don't tell me, dog. From 2015?
No, that's not it.
You know you like Michael Ironside.
I'm trying to think of what it is. It's on Netflix. It's a Netflix film. I'm bad. My mind is bad. It's
Is it new?
deteriorating.
It's all them weeds you've been
It's like 2020, yeah.
Fuck, why can't I think of it?
Synchronicity.
I feel like I should just
Take off the
I'll
itty
just
at
go
the
to
end.
Netflix right now.
It was just synchronic.
Come on now. What are you waiting on? Synchronic.
Movie.
That might be it.
Boom, that's it. Boom.
Synchronic.
But yeah,
Looks nuts.
So him.
What?
He's a good actor too.
Oh, yeah, I know you're talking about.
Oh yeah, you could have just said fucking. He's like
But, yeah.
It's Captain America.
America's boy.
Yeah, any
Well, he's
any
new
movie
Captain.
that I see like his face in, I'm gonna check it out.
There's a show on Netflix that he's like, it's the second season of it, and he played Carbon Fiber or something like that, or Carbon something.
If y'all haven't seen that
Altered
movie
Carbon.
though, check it out. Altered Carbon's good too.
Is it fuck. There's a movie with him in it, and he plays like the perfect human or something like that, and his job is to like save the Earth. But in doing so, his whole like turns into he has to destroy the Earth to make it better, something like that. That's a movie with him in it. So
You ever
yeah,
seen
Interesting.
Transcendence?
Haven't seen that one. Transcendence. It rings a bell.
It's like Johnny Depp and some other bitch, and and
So
fucking
Anthony
like
Mackie
he's
is
like
that guy's
real
name.
smart or whatever, and he's like fucking with computers and shit, like it's a part of his job, and they're like working on something really important, and then he like dies from like I can't remember how he dies, but he dies in some way, and he like transferred his like subconscious to the computer, and like the whole movie becomes
yeah.
about like.
I have seen
Can
that.
they trust him? Like, you know, he's an AI. Like, you know, he has access to like everything, and he can like fucking influence like any like thing attached to the internet and shit. And like he starts like taking over satellites and shit, and like moving things into specific ways and shit, and they're all afraid that he's gonna like destroy the world or whatever. And then it becomes the whole thing like, can they trust him or not? Yeah. It's pretty badass, pretty interesting.
I feel like I've watched that movie. Do you know the names?
Transcendence.
Yeah, that's it. I've seen it.
I forgot. Sick. I got a question I wanted to ask y'all. What age do you think you become an adult?
Fuck.
Because that's a good question. 18 is when you like technically become an adult, but when do you really think?
I still mentally haven't made the transition to where like
I do think it's around 28, 30 years old.
I see adults like still, you know what I'm saying? Like,
see me now, for some reason, like in the last few weeks, few months, every time I see a person, I'm like, fuck, that's me. So I feel like I've popped into adulthood. It kind of makes me sick.
Still got a little time, I think.
I'd say that we've been forced into adulthood. I don't know,
yeah,
like
when we do adult things and live the life of an adult, but I don't see myself as an adult. You know what I'm saying? I mean, I'm still just out here. I would like to have a good time.
You hear that, Chris?
I don't know how to put it.
You're not grown. You hear me? Now, for real, your brain isn't fully developed until you're 25. Keep that in mind.
Yeah.
And if you can avoid smoking until then you won't have any negative side effects.
Exactly. Look at me over here.
That's for sure.
I forget
That's
shit
a real fact.
every day.
Oh, soft brain
all the time.
There.
I wake up.
You'll forget.
I forget what I woke up for.
Bro, I wake up like this.
Power on. No, I wake.
So funny to like consistently do over time and just never explain that to like Cassidy or anything. Just get up immediately, dip.
Yeah, don't act tired at all. Just
let's all just low-key start getting up fast as fuck, and we'll cut this from the podcast and just every time see which one of our women brings it up first.
I guess we could talk about things we'd like to do this summer. What y'all want to do this summer? What's the first thing on the list?
Let me ask y'all a real question.
Swim in a lake, I guess.
Swim in a lake or go
camping, swimming.
Camping, yeah.
I want to go camping sometime soon.
We're like 2 months away from our 1 year episode. But the real 1 year episode falls like a week before where we actually dropped our episode.
Because we skipped 1 week.
Yeah, but even if like we did the total number right. Look, let me just show you what I'm saying. What am I doing? Our very first episode dropped like March 25th or something like that.
Yes.
Damn, we got lots of apps. I counted it out the other day, March 25th. I counted it out, and it'd be like St. Patrick's Day is really when our 52 weeks is up. Or we can push it off for the next week, 24th. And that would really be a year and a week, but it would be almost the same day. Does that make sense? What do y'all think?
I think
I'm open to either.
Patrick's Day episode
St.
would be
Patrick's Day
sick.
almost seems like the thing that makes sense to do.
Or we could do a St. Patrick's Day and then do the 1 year.
And do the 1 year, yeah. So they don't get confused.
We need to cut this. You give them putting them on $1 million worth of game right here.
Yeah, we don't want to confuse y'all.
Whew. We getting there though. Almost
getting there. We are almost 1 year old.
1 year old.
1 year old.
Speak for yourself.
Y'all thought we was gonna quit.
You did.
We're going to
How many times did y'all quit the podcast? Be honest.
I never did. No, I did once. Once I did. But
me.
I didn't actually quit. I just said I quit.
You never been out like, fuck it, I ain't doing it anymore. I really like this. That's
Richard has clearly
Richard is
over and is still
that's what we should have been talking about this whole time.
Yeah, so if you didn't notice, again, this ain't the first time we said this. We're 3-man today, you know what I'm saying? Somebody's a little short.
You probably saw in the intro there's 4 people, so you're probably wondering who's
this Richard guy?
That was the first Adventure Squadcast cameo joke.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's just like a good guest.
He was there for that one. He was actually he wasn't there for
He
that.
wasn't there for that. No,
he's a guest.
we had to go back. Yeah.
We didn't even go back. We just did it
We had
in
to
the trees.
Yeah, we had to find a new tree for his ass because he was crying. I'm not
Yeah.
Yeah, for real.
The 3 trees that we popped out
I
of
might have noticed.
were at LBL.
Yep.
Yeah. Been out there for hundreds of years.
First person on this show was Kevin.
Yeah.
First app, Kevin.
Yep. It was the first guest on the first app.
Yeah.
Nope. He was trying to buy in, but we didn't give him the opportunity. He bought the lights, Chris. It's a whole.
It's a
bought-
whole
There's
orgy.
layers to it, dog. There's layers to it.
He bought the
There's
lights.
It's like an onion.
We've only
Yeah.
had the lights for a short amount of time, but he bought them. They're there.
Yeah.
Doing what they do, shining. But Richard ain't.
Yeah, Richard ain't
We
shining.
love you, buddy.
He's full of excuses. If he ain't here next step, I'm cutting him out the intro. Actually, if you don't
You heard it
listen
here,
to
folks.
this, Richard, this is just for you, Richard. If you don't listen to this and let me know you watch this, I'm cutting you. Because obviously you don't care.
I agree.
Obviously.
Well,
I
folks. Yeah.
Just blur him.
Yeah. And make his voice
Guest.
fucking like way high.
Change his name to just guest.
Yo, that is the guest spot. That'd be so funny, dude. And we just badly Photoshop people into it.
Yeah, so do that. If he doesn't see this, we're about to make you look like not you. It's gonna be funny.
The last episode I watched of number 42, the last one we dropped, I'm telling you, everything we talked about was just so good. And we kept it at a good length. It was a good listen, good audio quality.
You just remind me of Donald Trump when you did that. Dog.
Yeah, with the fucking-
I
I'm
swear.
DT. You know what I mean?
Everything we talking about was so good. Our boy Donald, how long do you think he's gonna live? What age is Donald Trump gonna
I'm
die?
gonna talk to y'all real quick.
You gotta flip the jacket out when you do that.
Like a duster.
Take your pants off. No, don't do that, buddy.
With my cape.
There's a
Talk
joke.
about that.
There's an ongoing joke at Anna's aunt's house that I walked in one day, my pants were falling down, and I was let me pull my pants up real quick, don't want to fall down. And then her aunt said something like, yeah, we don't let your pants fall down. So every time I walk in, her little nephew is like, keep your pants on.
Similar
Like,
joke
what?
happened with Dustin and my stepdad back in the day.
So my pants ain't falling.
Have you ever met my stepdad, dog?
Uh-uh.
Oh, my
is a
ex-stepdad
fucking
from, like,
character.
Oh, wait,
man.
yeah.
15, 20 years ago, from way back in the day.
Oh no, dude.
You would walk in the house. He's sitting in the living room playing Xbox almost all day long. He's sitting there chilling. You what's up, Bobby? Walk around, go to the bedroom, and then by the time you're at the end of the hall, you'd be like, hey.
It was like an in-person lag.
Yeah. It was for we would Dustin would come over. By the time we got to the end of the hall, he'd be like, if your pants are too tight, get some different ones. Because all he knew about Dustin was his gamer tag was my pants are too tight.
Yeah.
And so he would say that every fucking
Wait a
time.
second. We played Xbox with him one
Yeah,
time, didn't we?
dude.
Yeah, you
Maybe.
and him. That's right. Way back. That's
Yeah.
crazy. I'm remembering that.
What a character, man.
I got a lot of respect for him taking care of me as a kid and letting me live there even after they were already split up and shit.
Yeah, that is sick.
That's super respectable, and I give him Father's Day cards and shit because it's really cool. But
There
he
you go.
was a character, dog.
Yeah, you gotta always
Do we
show the
wanna
ones
divulge how he
that
drove?
you love that you love them.
Bro, I'll do it. This is how my boy drove.
This is not a joke.
Watching porn.
Blatantly.
kids
he
in the
was
car.
Not, he was not hiding it.
Look.
What? So
Look,
you two.
watch my eyes, watch the road.
This is not a joke.
I swear.
My
every time he
man's
goes
bedroom is plastered with posters of naked men, just stacks of porno.
He had Jessica Alba on a magazine cover. He cut her out of the magazine and just glued her to the wall. Grown ass man. He had in the living room of the house, Scooby-Doo blankets just hanging all over the wall.
So that was his wallpaper was
Yeah.
blankets.
just wood
That's what's
paneling,
up.
and
That's
then the
what's up.
decorations was giant
That's what's
Scooby-Doo.
up. And your mom was into this.
No, my mom, as far as I know, is the last woman he's ever been with.
Oh, so he just like really went off the deep end after
yeah. I don't know what happened to him, but
Gotcha. Yeah.
shit got
It
weird.
happens. Life happens. It
Yeah.
does.
Yeah.
Sometimes you just
though.
go wild. You
Yeah.
watch porn all the time.
Sometimes, yeah.
You're just addicted to naked pictures of bitches.
Pornography.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a crazy man.
Yeah. I
And,
guess that was like right around the time when the internet was coming around too. So he was like,
Yeah,
Oh,
it was on
fuck.
flip phones and shit.
Yeah.
We didn't have no iPhones. I remember I had an iPhone one time, and I got the first iPhone that I had. It was like a 3G or something, and it was playing. And he was like, "Man, that's a loud phone," from the other room. So I think he went and got him one.
I remember when the first iPhone came out. That's had a silver back with like
Yeah, with the black on the
piece at
bottom.
Like rounded and shit.
Yeah, I thought that shit was so
I think my
cool,
first one was
bro.
a 3GS.
Yeah, I got the 3G and
Yeah, mine was a 3G.
I was switching between the 3G and this cheapest prepaid phone you could get, and it was just like back and forth. Me and this girl I was dating at the time, her parents bought me the phone, so she'd be like, "I'm taking it back." Like it was just oh shit. So I'd just be constantly switching between the shittiest phone and the coolest phone out.
I remember that shit, man.
I hate to say it, I tried to steal one when I was a kid.
Mm-mm-mm.
Yep, I was in class, seen them motherfucker had it. I was like,
can't
damn, I
steal
gotta
phones
have
these
this. I was a little bastard when I was in school though.
Yeah,
You stole my phone, it would just be useless to anybody
Yeah.
after that, and that's really cool to me.
Yeah.
You can't. They steal phones like overseas
Technology
and stuff
and-
all the time. I'm always like, what?
Security has really increased in the last
Yeah,
couple
Like
years.
that bitch. That is true.
What's up,
It really
dog?
has. You can find a motherfucker anywhere. If it's for real though, somebody took my phone, I'll just pull up another phone and know exactly where my phone's at.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Be hoping on it.
Yeah.
Y'all know who Whistling Diesel is?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I watched a video of him recently. He has 3 trail cams pointing at his driveway.
Yeah.
Two down here,
And
one
the
way
old
up here in the
dude who,
tree.
like, stole his shit.
Some old dude pulled up, stole all his stuff, and he didn't press charges. He just said, "Give me a
He ended
$1,400
up giving
cash."
this man some money at the end of that. Did you watch the very end of the
No,
video?
I mean I watched most of it. I
If
didn't
it's
see
the
him giving no
same one,
money.
this old man, like, he's like apologizing and shit, like after he's clearly caught and shit. And
Yeah.
the wife is out there and she's like, I
Yeah,
didn't
that's what I
know.
seen.
And she's like talking to the guy, and this motherfucker ends up giving the wife money, and like they try and like turn it away and stuff. He gave him like a stack of money.
I know he told them to pay him back for the cameras, and he wasn't going to press charges, and he got all his shit back. And the dude was like, "I'm so embarrassed," and his wife was snapping.
Yeah.
Fuck him! Don't be stealing shit,
Yeah,
man.
for
Yeah.
real.
Don't be
And
stealing
they
shit.
didn't need
Especially
it at all. They
right,
had
yeah,
a
that's what he
nice,
said.
nice property.
Yeah, he's like, "I don't need no money, man. I don't know why I did it." He said, "I took some pills, drank a beer." Started riding around stealing shit. You know how it
I
goes.
can see that. I can see that. You know, those Xanax, they'll make you steal shit.
Man,
That's probably
tough.
what
That-
the old people had.
The Xanax will make you steal some shit. Not that I ain't done it, but I've witnessed it too many
Man.
times.
One of our
Xanax,
friends went on a
that's
spree
crazy.
one night, and like he took some, and then went over to Alex's house. Alex was allegedly asleep in his house. Oh boy, opens up the window, reaches in, gets a phone. Puts the window
iPhone
back down,
4, I
dips
remember that
out,
too.
yeah.
My boy was
And nobody
upset.
knew. Yeah, nobody knew what it was at first, and then I don't remember how we found out.
Who was it?
Somebody.
Can't remember.
Somebody. I'm not gonna
Yeah.
release.
A good buddy of ours.
Yeah.
Was it? Does he believe things?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I got you.
Does he believe things? Oh my goodness. Man, we might have to cut it, boys. I gotta piss again.
Yeah, me too. I do got a hefty piss built up.
Well, we came here. We talked about.
We did pretty good.
Did
on
the
that
weather?
and everything.
Did it
We're
a little
116 over here
Yeah,
on the
one.
booper.
You too.
Yeah, we did it. We came here. We gave y'all what you wanted. Hopefully, you're satisfied. We love you.
Subcheck your boys.
Subcheck your boys, your mom, your
Subscribe
granddad,
below.
your grandma, even your little
Subscribe
niece.
right here.
If you got a little niece with a tablet, make her a little YouTube account. Make sure you. No, don't do that. Actually, I'm just kidding. Don't do
Yeah,
that.
don't do that.
Don't do that. That's bad advice.
Yeah, our
But-
videos are specifically marked not for kids.
right. But your aunts, your uncles, tell them subscribe.
Everyone.
If not, fuck them.
Yeah.
Episode 42.
Share this shit on your Facebook.
Is there something you want us to talk about? Put it in the comments. You know, we be looking at the comments.
If you want to come on,
If you want us to shout you out,
text us, message us, YouTube comment us, fucking call
Yeah.
me, call Dustin,
Add us
call
on Facebook.
Sean, FaceTime me,
don't call Richard.
FaceTime Sean,
He won't
FaceTime
answer.
Dustin. Message me, message Sean, message Dustin.
See that? We got about 8 fingers up
There's 43 different options you could do here.
at least.
We just You ain't even got to think about that.
Tell them about the 43rd.
Tell them.
Episode 43. I'm back. I'm back in the saddle again. I'm back.